Alright, hello there, welcome back to the channel. My name's Cydra. Today we're doing a Go format deck profile of Thunder Dragon Chaos. It's a pretty standard build, this one. It's not too spicy, but there's a few little things in here that make it a bit more spicier than your traditional Go format control Chaos deck. And yeah, let's get straight on into it. So we start off with the 1 BLS and the 2 Chaos Orc. These are kind of like your boss monsters. They are your boss monsters. Effect to banish is a pretty good effect. It's only face up for Chaos Orc though, so he's not as good as BLS, but you know, he's a 2k booty. Not a lot of things can get over that in this format. And yeah, so Thunder Dragon 3 of you want to see it if you have like a graceful or something in your hand, or you know your opponent is about to duo you. It's good to have in your hand when you need to get rid of cards, but at the same time you want to see in your grave when you have some Chaos Boys in your hand that you want to do some shenanigans with. And standard 2 here with Breaker and Tribe Infected Virus. These 2 are standard in pretty much I think almost every Goat deck, Goat control deck. Yeah, there's not much to say. Breaker, he's an MST. He's a Tribe is clear stuff. Again, works in synergy with Thunder Dragon. You know, if you need the 2 in your hand to clear your opponent's field, Tribe is your man. So moving on to 2 Tsukiyomi here. Again, like it's standard. You use it for your flip effects for Moth and for Dark Mimic and stuff like that, so you can draw cards and bring stuff back. Again, sorry for the mixed rarities here. I am working on trying to get a blingy, and yeah, it's kind of hard to do with the recent spike in prices. So 2 Moth, standard I guess at this stage, and bring stuff back. You know, if you want to put a grade back, Heavy Storm, Graceful, it's a good card. And plus it's a light target, so it's really good. 1 O's, we got Sangan and Serpent working synergy with each other. Well, Sangan works in synergy with Serpent, and because Serpent comes back in the standby, don't forget to do it. I always forget to do it. You think I'd learn at this stage. So kind of like, here's a little text I guess for the deck. It's 1 DD Warrior Lady and then the Azure Priest. Now Azure Priest does not need to be in your main deck. If you're playing tournaments or if you're playing with sides in Go format, I traditionally don't do that, but you can throw it in your side deck. I'll go through at the end what I would have in a side deck or alternatives to cards in the deck. But yeah, Azure Priest, it's really good in clear boards, especially when they use goats or scapegoat. It's a really good card. And DD Warrior Lady, get rid of something that's causing you trouble. And then we have 1 Dagochi and then 2 Dark Mimic as the draw power for the deck in the flip effect monster wise. Now you can play 3 Dagochis or you can play 3 Dark Mimics. I personally I'm trying out this combo or ratio, and it's good. It's not giving me any problems, but it's fine. It does the job. So then we'll move on to the spells here. Play 2 Scapegoat and 2 Annulment of Crossout. I think 2 go. I'm not entirely sure on what the ban list is. I haven't got up in front of me, so I can't really go through and say, oh yeah, I played 3 goats. If it's at 2, it's at 2. I mean, it's standard at this stage. If you're playing Go Control, you play Scapegoat. Annulment of Crossout, it's good, but you can mess yourself up really badly with it. I think almost every time I use it, I end up having to banish some monsters myself, because it's either Magician of Fate, or it's Dagochi, or it's Dark Mimic, or it's something that can mess me up. So, sorry, the cards are stuck here, I don't know. I need to get new sleeves, I guess. 3 Metamorphosis. Again, standard in Go Control. You're playing your Scapegoat, 1,000 Eyes, give me your thing, thank you. You play 3, you can take it out if you don't want to play the control engine. And here's kind of a little spice. It's a 3 Book of Moon. I figured out, or I found out that it was at 3 during the format, and it's a really good card. Again, you can use it on your opponent to mess them up. You can use it on yourself to get your draw effects back, it's pretty good, or your flip effects. It's I think it works good at 3 in this particular build. And now the 1-0s, we got 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Duo, 1 MST. 1 Duo, you play it, why not? Snatch Steal, you play it, why not? MST, you don't need to play it, but it's in there. I don't think I've ever seen it. I think I might have seen it once in all the games I've played with this deck. And then the big heavy cards here: Graceful Charity, Heavy Storm, and Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed, best card in format. Fight me. No, Pot of Greed, you know, draw 2 cards, Graceful Charity, draw 3, discard 2, Heavy Storm. Get rid of your opponent's back row and your own back row if you want to clog up or unclog your space. It's pretty good. And then closing out the main here, we've got 2 Sakuretsu Armor. I think it's a really good trap card. 2 is good. It's a nice ratio. And then moving on to the 1-0s, I think, in the traps. Yeah, we got 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Mirror Force, and then 1 Torrential Tribute. Torrential, it's pretty good, but most of the time when I see it, my field is pretty established and my opponent is about to establish their field, so I don't really want to blow stuff up. Mirror Force, it usually does Tornadoed, MST'd, Heavy Stormed. It's gone before it can do anything, and then Ring of Destruction. It's in a similar boat with Mirror Force, but because you can blow stuff up with it, it's a bit more useful. Now, the extra deck in Go format, I don't believe there's any limit, so you can pretty much play as many fusions as you want. I usually only go into Thousand Eyes, so I'll just kind of show you what I have if I was to play it in my deck box here. So we've got the 3 Thousand Eyes, then we've got the 2 Ryo Shenshi, got Dark Battle, the Terrible, Fiend Skull Dragon, Last Warrior of Another Planet. These aren't even fitting in the frame, hold on. And then move these guys out. 2 Ojama King. I think Ojama King was in the format, I believe. And then Reaper of the Nightmare. Again, I don't really go into anything. I don't really go into Ojama King. I don't really go into Reaper. Like, these would be essentially the only things I go into if I need to go into. The level 4 fusion is Escape. I think it's like Fire Skull Dragon or something like that, or Fiend Skull. You know what I'm talking about if you're playing Go format. It's level 4 fusion. Dark Fire Dragon, that's what it is. My brain. Yeah, so you'd want to have that if you can find one. I can't find one. And yeah, so that's why it's not here. But the only card that I really go into from the extra is Thousand Eyes. And I go into 3 of them in one game. It's probably one of the better cards in the game. Then, you know, you got yourself your tokens. You gotta have your tokens. I'm literally going through what's in my deck box here. So yeah, here's like kind of some alternative cards that you can like throw into your deck. Threatening Roar. This is a pretty decent card. You can stop your opponent from attacking. It's again, side deck material. I wouldn't put it necessarily in the main deck. Then we've got 1 Blade Knight and 1 Mobius the Frost Monarch. Again, I wouldn't necessarily put these in the main because Chaos Control doesn't really do this. I think Go Control would be more fitted to these. So you could take out Thunder Dragons and the Chaos Lads, and you can put in some Blade Knight and Mobius action. Then we've got Mind Control. Again, you don't need to put it in the main. These are alternative cards that you can put into your main or your side if you're in the particular mood to have a bit of fun. Then Regeki Break. It's a pretty decent card. I might start using this a bit more in the main because it does this card and you can pop something. So I might consider trying that out in the main deck as opposed to just having it there in a potential side. Then we've got the Royal Decrees. Yeah, again, like if you don't have Jinzo, these are a perfect alternative. And speaking of Jinzo, he's like the last card here. Little cheeky Jinzo. This one is unfortunately battered. That's what happens when you're using old cards that you pulled as a child in your Goat deck. This is Retro Pack 2 Jinzo, I believe, isn't it? Yes. I actually pulled this thing back in the day. And he's been through hell. But he's here. He's here and he's having fun. So yeah, that's the deck pretty much. It is pretty standard as Go Thunder Dragon control format, whatever you want to call it, gets. And yeah, if you want to see more Go format content on the channel, please leave a like and comment. And if you have any questions about the deck, again, leave them in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see if I can get some more deck variations and profiles. I'll throw them up on the channel. Because I do enjoy Go format. It's one of my favourite formats. I much prefer than modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a lot more strategic and it's not combo heavy. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.